Throughout our day, many of us typically see things and don't give a second thought about it. For instance, something may not look too appealing as we walk right past it with the intention of getting away from the eyesore as quickly as possible. However, sometimes the things we try and get away from have more to tell us than we may think. That was the case for this woman when she walked by this junked washing machine. One day, the owner of a floral shop was tending to her garden near her home when she heard something strange coming from the corner of the lot. She had never really paid much attention to the rusted old washing machine, and to be honest, she was very hesitant to go near it since the area had many hidden dangers. However, something caught her eye that day, so she knew she had to investigate what it was. For years, an old washing machine had stood in the corner of the garden with overgrown bushes. It turned out it wasn't so useless as a pregnant cat had made her home there and gave birth to her kittens inside of it. The florist took a peek in the washing machine and found 4 abandoned kittens inside. Unsure what to do with them, she called the Mayhew Animal Home for help. The florist didn't think that the mother cat was domesticated and probably wouldn't react well to being caught, so she hesitated to pick up the kittens. She wasn't sure if the mother would return or not. The animal rescuers arrived and safely brought the kittens to their animal shelter. They also looked around the area for other kittens that may have wandered off. At the shelter, a vet examined the kittens and gave them a clean bill of health. Since the mother cat was feral, the rescuers set out a trap for her. It wasn't long before she'd be caught and taken to the shelter to be spayed and returned to her home in the wild. The Trapneuter and Return program was created in 1996 to reduce the amount of feral cats. The program was safe and effective because the mother cats could return to normal life and kittens wouldn't be left in the wild fending for themselves. The florist was curious as to why the mother cat had chosen the washing machine to live. The rescuers proposed that feral cats usually look for private places to give birth and keep their kittens safe. The shelter warns people to check their appliances outside in case any creatures are living in them before throwing them out. It's actually quite common for domestic cats to give birth in washing machines, as it's like a private cubbyhole for them, one animal rescuer informed us. The shelter named the 4 kittens Ariel, Purcell, Surf, and Daz. The rescuers instantly loved the kittens and played with them constantly. Needless to say, they were favorites of the staff. The shelter received a surprising call one day after the kittens had been rescued. It turns out there was a 5th kitten from the litter still near the washing machine. The rescuers were surprised that another kitten had been discovered. They looked everywhere and they picked up the 4 kittens just a few days ago. They rushed out to the scene to collect the 5th. The rescue team was shocked to find out they'd missed a kitten. They were looking for someone to blame, but everyone did their part when it came searching for more kittens. They were just happy the 5th kitten was alive. The team rushed to the scene hoping the kitten wasn't injured and in good health. They felt bad for taking its family away for so long and leaving it stranded. When they found the kitten, it was in high spirits and didn't seem to be injured at all. It was impressive that this little kitten was able to survive alone. We were shocked when we received a call from the florist saying they'd found another kitten, but we were so glad she was okay, one of the rescuers said. The rescuers brought the kitten back to the shelter for an examination. She was in great health and excited to be back with her siblings. They named the 5th kitten Fairy. She loved playing with her brothers and sisters in the shelter, and soon staff had immense love for the 5 kittens. When the kittens were old enough, they received their vaccinations and were neutered, so their kittens wouldn't end up in a washing machine alone like they were. Now it was time to find them some forever homes. The shelter handed the kittens off to foster care so a forever family could adopt them. These little kittens had an amazing second chance at life not many animals get. There are many animals that are treated poorly and abandoned. In the United States alone, 6.5 million animals are left at shelters each year. What's sadder than an abandoned animal? An animal that dies for no reason. 1.5 million animals are euthanized in shelters each year. While this rate has gone down in the last few years, it's still too high. With so many animals in shelters, adoption rates have increased over the years. Luckily, these animals are finding forever homes with kind families. There's a fulfillment you get when you adopt an animal. You know that you're giving them a second chance and showing them that they can be loved. Don't shop around for your pet. Adopt them.